Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. At least being underground keeps you out of the weather. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Just find your footing. This place is like one big secret that keeps unfolding. Work to fill those lungs. Winners get to keep moving. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the... The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you direct... Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. The light is nearly blinding. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. So many creatures doing so many things during the day. Put that thing behind you. Let's see. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world... He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the where of... Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to... Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later. Feel that? It's a lack of air. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. The end is coming to the world, and everything else. Hard to tell how deep down you are. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Might not need that now, but you will later. A crit. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Not getting... It's going to cause a catastrophe. Such a dark night.